What up, Action Faction? Whether you're pooping or relaxing, it's time to play some disc golf. I'm calling Action Disc Golf Kingsbury, PDGA 68674. My Insta is Into the Wild 88 on Instagram. I've had a couple of people telling me, giving me some advice on my channel, what to do, what they'd like to see. So I'm going to try and implement some of that today. I am doing video editing now, so I can clip things together and create the ideas that are in my head a little bit more effectively. Either way, today we're at Ghost Town Disc Golf Course, which is one of my personal top 5 of all the mountain courses that I've played in the area. I consider it to be more in line with the Steady Ed Hedrick type courses, where not all the holes are 500 feet, but they are probably mostly on average sub 300, with a lot of elevation change, obstacles, etc., forcing you to shape your shots. So the course is private. Beth and Brian are the owners. Nice people, but they would like you to give them a call, set up a tee time before you come out here. $10 to play the course, $5 for kids, 12 and under. Walkers, just people walking along, and tag holders, 50% off, so $5. They do a little bit of art around here, a lot of unique character to look at. They've got a pro shop up here, I'll show you in a second. The views up here are amazing. I was gonna play down in Aurora earlier, but it would have been about 85, 90 degrees. It's about 5-mile-an-hour winds, maybe 65 degrees out. They do have a restroom here, parking for just about the max capacity you would probably see on this course ever. The front half, 1 through 8, plays kind of these mountain areas over here, up, down, around, left, right, and then you come over here and you're gonna be playing what is actually the Ghost Town portion of the course. I actually like what they did with the OBs. There's a lot of natural OB lining the edges, right, left, creating a shape of a fairway. I'll get in there later and I'll show you some of the buildings. The views out here are amazing. I'm pretty warmed up, so let's go. Let's get it. So this is the pro shop area. Everything out here has its place. Tournament boards from 2014. I love that. Kind of a course map here. He loves to do his introductions and show new people who have never been here before the lay of the land. I don't think I can go in there, but they've got, like I said, pro shop stickers, discs, pool tables sometimes, hats, shirts, minis, etc. So if you need help, you got questions, you come here. They got a little doorbell. I'm gonna get after it. I'm ready to go. I'm warmed up. I'm not trying to waste more time and get cold. Here's the practice baskets. Little friendly little kitty, soaking up the sun. Hi, kitty. Little skittish. About a perfect 30 feet back and forth. And the neighbors are pretty close. Don't be yelling out here. Don't be swearing. Try and keep things PG for the kids and the snowflakes. Disc golf sanctuary. Stay on marked trails. There's the tee pad for one. So on one, just reminds you don't throw from OB anywhere. Bring it back inbounds. Their signs for the holes are very unique. Old spades, old rusty spades. This one is 170 feet. There's a little bit of a bowl area on the left right here that'll catch discs. Pretty straightforward where you're going to. And if you wanted to, you can go up high and take a hyzer route. It's not really that necessary, and you might stand up, catch a rock, and roll OB then if you do that. I'm gonna do my best on some of these holes to back the camera up as far as possible. Some of these tee box areas are a little bit tight. A lot of the tee boxes here are, they did what they could with the space, and they put some cinder block in, cemented it. A couple of them are shifting and stuff, but you don't need a huge tee. You should be doing standstills for 170 feet pretty much. So all right, I think I'm in the bowl. All right, this hole 2, it's 200 feet, dog leg left, uphill. We're gonna be going this way for the fairway. We're gonna be going up and over to about here somewhere. So if you push too far forward, you're gonna have problems. There's also a natural or artificial OB line, some fencing that goes along this way. I think I'm gonna grab an Ati. It's essentially this is probably the smallest tee pad out here. Probably the one that I have some of the more of the complaints about. Because I would like to kind of move a little bit on this one, but it's not bad. I'm just gonna do a standstill right here. You're gonna want to hug these left trees. If you don't give it the height, you're gonna be going forward or hitting the trees. You need to get that height, clear the trees, and once you clear the trees, hopefully you don't hit anything on the way down and you're underneath the basket. The angle that I need to throw this at. That's decent. I clipped the very, very top of one of the pines, but it's looking good. You can see the natural OB down, or why do I keep on calling it natural? The OB line right here. Catch all the rollers that when you hit these rocks, they just want to stand up and come back down. It's definitely what my disc did, because I landed like up there, somewhere over here. You can see the basket right there. There is a bowl, like a low spot a depression in the ground right behind the basket. Find my balance here. I want to have my foot up here, but then it takes my swing into the tree. I think maybe step over this way. Yeah, that's better. Please stay out of the bowl. I don't want to be in the bowl. Not again. So I got pretty lucky here. About 2 feet away, 3 feet away. Sitting at par. All right, hole 3. This is where I would say you can start looking at some birdies. The first 2 are very difficult. I mean, one's easier than the second hole. There's the conventional line that plays for like a forehand, Anheuser, backhand, flip up. And then there's the pro line, which you go up above the trees right there. It's only 240 feet. It's not that far. All you got to do is clear the tips and have a little speed on it, and you're gonna drop right next to the basket, which you can't see it, is in there, right there. I'm going to throw a St. Pro, which could be a big mistake because I haven't thrown this disc much lately, and I've never thrown it on this hole, but I did throw a long Bowman earlier and it went long and left. And this is a little bit, same speed, a little bit less overstable than a long Bowman. Let's go. I think I carried left again. Yeah, I am on the tee pad for 4 long. It's not a bad spot. I'll probably take a 3. Kind of walking through the conventional line right here. Use that stump right there as a visual marker when you're on the tee pad on the way to the basket. There is also OB down below. If you don't clear it or somehow you get a roll, bring it back in bounds and take your stroke. Exactly as I said. I mean, I saw it land right by the tee pad for 4 long. Take my flip. It might have been an ugly putt, but a 2 is a 2. Nobody's gonna see how ugly it was on the scorecard anyways. And then you go up here. This is for, I don't want to call it B because I don't know which one's A or B. 4 short, 127 feet. It's going to play around the corner over here, kind of right in this general area. Forehand or an anti-turnover. So this hole and 4 long has a lot of little dry islands, which you pretend is water out there. And there is an OB line on both and 5 that played on the right side there. So there's a lot of hazard, but it's not very far. I'd say just throw it high and let it kind of float in. You don't want to like overthink about the water. I mean, just place your shot. You think about the tree, you're going to hit the tree, you know? I think that's pretty good. a better look at the dry ponds. OB. I'm gonna take my flip, and I'm also gonna take my meter. As I'm walking back to Far Long's tee pad, I want to kind of show you this little rain shelter, cap, hangout area. Run the chains. And that's appropriate because the last time that I played here during league, hadn't played here all year long, I decided to run the chains. I was the only person that the owners told me I'm the only person that has ever hit this hole before. Let me see if I can stand on this rock and give you a good view. I don't know if you see the orange. Very hard to see the basket from where we're at. Go right, go left. It's got some orange on it, so if you spotted the orange, good for you. If not, hold on. All right, set. The lucky disc is a tournament plastic long Bowman. There's not really any wind on this hole right now. 314 feet. Basically what I'm going to try and do is keep it flat over these aspens by the short basket, and then right after I get over the pines up there, I'm going to have it fade, hopefully. I might be OB. You had a very light tailwind, but it was, like I said, it wasn't supposed to do much. It was just enough to take that disc from the height it was at and drop it a couple feet. We'll see. Cross my fingers. I want to break Eagle's record out here. Shot a 15 down about 2 weeks ago. I think I need a couple of laps before I do that, but I could. Oh, wow. So, if I actually were to get anywhere close to that record I was just talking about, I would ask the owners whether or not this is in or out. For now, I'm just gonna say on the line is still in. And honestly, I think these logs are probably the line over these rocks right here. There's rocks everywhere, but that log was naturally placed there. And I'm gonna take my meter. Put it in the heart. So I'm just going to show you while I'm right here. The other one's kind of hard to spot from the tee pad. That's the basket I just hit. That's the next one. And then you turn around 180. You got the tee pad down here. 206 feet. That's what the fairway looks like. So you could keep it low, throw a backhand or a forehand. But this gap right here is about maybe 5 feet. Come on, focus. I'll just do that. And then that left gap is about 6 feet. I just take that all out of play. Go up and over. You could do a nice forehand, thumber. Just go over the trees. You don't need to play under the trees, go over the trees. So I did this earlier with a disc that I never thumb with, and it went way left. So I'm gonna throw what I normally thumb with, the Sheriff. The only problem is it normally lands at about 235 feet. So I need to take some off or throw it a little higher. But I'm gonna throw this thumber right at the light spot of the sky there. Crack! Kills. Got some afternoon thunderstorms coming in, and I based it. That's what that loud noise was, is I hit right there. So 4 down through 5, 4 in a row. And because we got 2 holes on 4, an A and a B. The next way that you want to go is you want to go towards the road over here. You see the stop sign. We're gonna cross and go over here. This is hole 6. This is probably the first I consider easy hole out here. There's not really a whole lot of trees to hit. It's a conventional right-hand, backhand hyzer line up. It goes uphill a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Up the hill, around the corner, 278 feet. Nothing to really hit unless you go left, and if you go right, there's a little bit of OB. That shouldn't be a real big problem. I don't know if you saw, I got my Lucid X Felon here. Parked. Here's a better look at the OB. There is the basket up there. Take a moment for the views. And unfortunately, I turned around, took about 2 more steps, and my disc was there. So what I was really hoping was going to happen is when it landed, it would skip. And I don't think it skipped. That or I hit that tree right there. All right, take a 3. Don't ever complain when you're already fortunate for what you're at, because then you're gonna go downhill. Don't ever take it for granted. All right, hole 7, 243 feet, according to the shovel. There is OB right here. A couple of signs letting you know how to act. I like this little area right here though. There's it's like a mine down here. What used to be a mine. Little hangout area. If it's hot out, get a little break from the sun. This hole used to be a lot harder. There was a tree right there. That one used to be alive, and it kind of like branched up and stuck out like that. So that was the gap, and that is now gone. Kind of see basket down there. So I don't really know if it's a forehand shot. I like the backhand flip to flat a little bit better. I think, I don't know, there's not much wind. I'm just gonna throw this judge here. It's an EMAC. Throw it over the dead kind of log there, hug the left side, have it flip to flat, and hopefully by the time it's aimed at the basket, it's just going straight. I shouldn't get much fade out of it at the end that way. Great. This hole is difficult. It's one of the harder ones out here, but it's about to get a lot easier. After hole 8, things really open up and you're in the ghost town portion of the course, and it'll be placement shots instead of woods golf. So I really don't know what I'm gonna do here. This is I think it's probably gonna be a forehand. There's an up the middle, but that is like a 4-foot gap all the way there. We got more room to work this way. And now I'm in the middle. Hey! Take my 4. A bogey on this hole does not surprise me. It's not the end of the world. I used to take a line that would carry me from the tee pad, right hand, backhand, and hyzer, high over the trees over here, and then finally kind of dump towards the basket. But I would always just catch these up in here, and I would end up OB. I don't like being OB, and it's kind of a technical shot. So with the tree gone, just go out the middle now. Hole 8, 292 feet. Before they moved the sign, I got a new one, and this one's 295. These aspens are, it's early September, just starting to turn yellow from green. You can kind of see through the V down there, the number plates. This hole plays very well for a controlled forehand. I don't know if I recommend any kind of backhand on this hole. It's going to be tricky. It can be done. Forehand's pretty safe here. Let me show you something. While we wait, we got a little backup. Hope I can get in front of them at some point. They're like the only people on the course right now. It's Jurassic Park. Little hidden details all over Jurassic Park mobile. All right, excellent. We are clear. We got the Lucid X Felon. Don't even care. Throw it up there for a 3, and then every hole after this is easy. I had been practicing that shot with a very fast disc, like a 12, 13 speed before. And the last time I threw it, I just got through so well. I way overthrew the basket by like 60, 70 feet. And I decided to go down to a 9 speed. Maybe we go back up. Looks like we got a little bit of a touch forehand here. These shots always make me nervous. If you give them any kind of too much power, they're going long. I don't know, did I go high? Yeah, I'm just gonna go high. Never mind. If it hit and sit, I'm okay. If it rolled, I'm gonna be in trouble. Finally starting to get out into the more open ghost town portion. This is a hittable putt. Hope I can save my three. Hole 9, 233. Real simple. Plays down there. There's an OB line that kind of borders the back edge. Don't go right, don't go far, don't go left. But it's only 233 feet, no big deal. Throw the metal flag harp. Very small, right to left wind. That'll be easy. It's only like 10 feet. So I'll just point out a little bit of local knowledge because I've played this a couple of times. In the spring and after any kind of heavy rains, this area right here is like a flood basin. You can go around over there and stay dry, or the high side on the left over here, but you can hear me squishing even though I'm up high and there's plenty of water coming out of there, and it's been dry the past couple of days. So you can imagine this whole area gets a little moist. Gotta fix that. A little moist when you get some rains and all that. This putt might not be as easy as I thought. $1 bill, y'all. Says Russel Gulch, established 1859, elevation 9,280. So we're up there. Do a little look around. And we're at hole 10. Straightforward, 155 feet. I like the straight shot for the ace run. The left to right wind is kicking up just a little bit, and if you're ace running it, there is danger down below if you go long. You go down the hill. So I'm gonna try and take like a hyzer route, be safe, go kind of towards the road around that tree, and hopefully land it in the bush, in front of the bush, in the basket, you know. Got the metal flake harp. All right, we are right behind the basket, I think. I hope nothing's in my way. I just walk along the road. to get back here because it's nice and flat. You can kind of check out the old foundations to some of the structures here. Pretty cool. That's not too bad. That doesn't look like anything I couldn't stick a leg around and straddle putt. Ooh. Actually might be easier to forehand. That was stupid. That was so dumb. So dumb. Doesn't even matter. That was like 30 feet. So I can establish the stance, but if I come through this way, I just got like a lot of tree in my way. Wasn't meant to be a 2. All right, hole 11, 362 feet. There's a Mando to the left, a Mando to the right. And if I go down off the tee pad a little bit, that one is the basket. Well, I'm having a little bit of problems with my tripod. It just decided it wanted to fall apart on me. That's what I get for spending $12 on a tripod. I'll have to order another one. So this is only 362, but I'm gonna throw a world. I'm gonna put it up high. I wanted to kind of come in at a spike angle because I feel like it'll sit a little bit better. And honestly, I could throw this disc 450 flat, and it'll end up in that building. So I want a little bit more height to give it that fade. Oh, that's really high. But it's pretty close. I think I landed left of the basket, just past it. Just take a moment and look at the views. This course is amazing. Ooh, some death putt action. It's not too bad, it's about 20 feet. So I think the story that I got, which makes sense considering the architecture, if you want to call it that, is that these were some kind of like feed buildings or something for livestock. The baskets in here are as dilapidated as the building itself. Pretty cool. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. All right, I forget what hole this is, but plays out there. You're gonna cross the gulch, and if you overthrow it, you're gonna have a death pot. If you underthrow it, you're gonna have a huge uphill. feel like I have pretty good chances of acing this one. It sets up for a right-hand backhand shot pretty well. The only thing I got to really compensate for here, so I'm going to throw the metal flake harp, is the wind going left to right. Going. Okay. Can't be mad at 20 feet. Here's the gulch. I heard a story that the other day somebody made it about halfway through that. So it's not going to be a terrible look from down there. Just almost like uncomfortably uphill. One of those putts where you hit the camera. This isn't going to be a comfortable stance. I'm glad I'm 6'4". I could just stand over that branch. Enjoying myself. Alright, so the last hole was 12. This one's 13, 310. It plays across the gulch next to the broken down building right there. Will be long. You can see the logs laid down. Will be long. And then OB right down there where those rocks are. Find myself down there quite a bit every time I turn the disc over. But last time I threw this hole, there was a bunch of little kids standing right by the basket, and I shanked it into the building. I think I still got my 2. This time I can give it a better run. All right, cool. I'm gonna huck an envy at it. I bet that's like 10 to 15 feet. That felt good. Yeah. I don't know what I'm at, but I feel like it's like 7 or 8. Let's just show you the next hole while we're up here. Hole 14, 255. Plays very well for right-hand, backhand hyzer. The lefty line's kind of cut off, or forehand line's kind of cut off, unless you want to do like an anti-flex. Pretty simple. Metal flake harp. Now there's OB left, long, and right, but they are all about at least 30 feet away from the basket. So if you throw a good shot, then you shouldn't have to worry about it. I think that'll be safe. I don't think it'll bounce over that rock wall. Take my meter. These putts are deadly right now. I'm feeling really good on my putting. All right, this is hole 15 right here. Not here. This is where you stand while people are teeing off down there, which is a common mistake that I see, is people not really noticing that this is the tee pad. So you are playing right along the ridge to the basket right there. On the top of the ridge is OB. If you go to the right side, that's the OB. Left is safe. There is no OB long. I'm gonna throw a metal flake harp on a forehand. Hey, Beth and Brian, if you guys are watching, please trim this tree right here. This pine. It's over the tee pad, just like a foot. But like, I'm standing here right now, and this tee pad's already small, and I'm in the tree. It's growing a little bit here. Stay in. I hope you're in. All right, I got lucky again. Right here. That one was on the edge. All right, hole 16. The last, kind of like a long hole, 351. OB down the right side. OB, I don't think there's OB long, but there's OB left up there. Basket. There's a very slight headwind, not a lot, but I'm just gonna throw something just a little bit on the more overstable side. So I got my felon here. I got a full-size tee pad. Yeah. Okay, that's about 20 feet. I got a little close to the OB on that left side. I just didn't flip it to flat enough. I kept it on hyzer all the way there. Some cool like mining equipment behind the basket and all that. I should have been like right here. All right, pause. Found it. There it is. Oh, I can't miss right now. This is pretty good. Pretty dang good. This is 17, 100%. This is on my list of dream aces of holes that I would like to hit. It's just so beautiful, and it's a little difficult too. So there's gonna be OB left side and OB right side. Hold on, let me steady my camera. There's gonna be OB going down this way. There's gonna be OB going down that way as well. So it gets skinnier down towards the basket. You can't go long, that's OB. But man, I would really want to hit it. All right. It says 317 feet downhill. I've got a very condensed tee pad, but I'm still gonna just try and throw this Glow Envy at it. Little bit of hyzer line, throw it hard, have it flip up. Stay safe. All right, that's safe. It would have been much nicer to get past that tree, but I think I could probably make that putt right now, honestly. I think it'd be really cool to add a hole on this course and put one in here. There's no roof to fall on anybody anymore at this point, so why not? Back by 16, they could have another tee pad across the road, throw down into here, keep the tee pad for 17 the same, just make it hole 18 and play as it is right there, and have another one right here. That doesn't come into play on 17 unless you got like just a terrible shot. I know you'd be throwing over people over there, but more holes, more disc golf. It's good. A couple holes left. Just finish solid here. That's heavy chains, man. That is heavy chains. I know, am side. From 50 feet, probably. All right, hole 18. This is right by the parking lot, 230 feet. We're gonna be playing down this way to that basket, and then we're gonna come on back. All right, so I just took 3 discs with me for these last 2 holes. This one at 230, I'm just gonna throw a harp at. I honestly have problems taking off the power that I need. I'm always like flirting with that OB long, which I need to fix. Thank you. Looks like this video is probably going to end up being just about an hour long. Ooh, do I put the camera down for this one? I don't think so. Didn't even need to. So that's a pretty long video for a 20-hole course, but worth it. I hope I showed you all the details, make you want to come out here, play for yourself. Got the beautiful amount of light right here for the last hole for me, and just enough to make you guys probably not even be able to see it. Anyways, the driveway on the way in on the right, that's all OB. There's a line on the OB. This is kind of like all these fairways, kind of like an island. I'm gonna throw an Ati forehand. If I go OB right by the basket, giving it a bid, I'm not even mad at that because that's just a tap in 3. If I go OB left, I don't think that's going to happen. I wouldn't be so happy with that. But I think the forehand is the safe play because you can crash into that wall or that fence up there as a backboard. Oh, it's just inbounds, just barely. Leaving me a putt, something exciting to finish the video with. All right, I know it's really bright. I know you guys can hardly see. Jeez, I'm a little far back yet too. If I pull this right, it's going to be. That's fine. Take my 3, figure out my score, do an outro. So I'm calling Action Disc Golf Kingsbury PDGA 68674. I went back and tried to figure out what I shot. I'm pretty sure that I just shot an 11 here at Ghost Town. Old record was 13. Eagle shot a 15. I'll have to keep on coming back here and try that. But this course is extremely fun. You can play it quick. Temperatures are cool. There's not, you know, busy streets, people yelling in the background all over. This is a really enjoyable place to just play some disc golf and relax, get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your game a little bit. And I highly recommend you come out here and try it. I put it in the top 5 of all the courses I've ever played in Colorado so far. Probably top 5 ever, possibly. You can stretch your arms just a little bit, but it's a very technical course. Anyways, let me know what you think. Give me a like, subscribe, follow for more content. I'll be doing more courses. Comment, tell me I suck. Tell me you want to play me for money. I always play for money. Hit me up on Insta, into the Wild 88. We can put 20 on a match, and we can record me beating you. Later.